day. Like they've already made the decision that they're gonna book travel and they're doing this full time. So what I wanna show you today is how to make commission today, okay? Now, in order to do so, before you do that, you really need to know how to run a credit card through your own channel, okay? When we do with the travel cafe, the credit card is going directly to the companies. Like, for example, it's going directly to Carnival, it's going directly to Expedia. Any money that's not yours should never be in your hands. Okay, I just wanted to make that really clear. So anything in the travel cafe and any of the vendors, all of that commission goes straight to the vendors. Okay, the only money that should ever be in your account or any time in your possession is money that belongs to you and only you. Okay, so with that being said, there are companies in Evolution Travel that we can really take advantage of and add commission to because they are net rates. They are lower than the general public, okay? This one here is Evo Rewards Hotels. This is Evo Rewards Flights, Cruises, Cars, and etc. And this is Evolution Perks, okay? So we have 3 tabs here, and those 3 tabs you can absolutely add commission to. And then we have one more additional one in the Travel Cafe. I will show you that one as well. But what we're gonna do is we are gonna do a demonstration and I am gonna show you how to compare price first, okay? And once we do that, I'm gonna show you how to make commission today in your pocket, okay? You first need to have a way to collect a credit card, which I highly recommend Square Cash, okay? Square Cash is an app that you have to apply for and you have to link it to your bank account. And what that allows you to do is manually add a credit card. Manually add a credit card to charge the client's credit card, okay? Now, anytime you do something like that, you have to 100%, anytime you're charging a credit card for the entire business, you have to get a credit card authorization form, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and I will show you Square Cash app, okay, is one of the ways. You can do PayPal invoicing. You can do, I'm not a fan of Venmo because I just, for some reason, I'm just not, I don't know enough about it, but I have collected money from Venmo. So Venmo is one of them. Cash App, any kind of merchant account. You can go ahead and get a merchant account from anywhere. There's several of them, okay? You can also do Zelle, which is bank to bank. So if one person has a Wells Fargo and another person has Bank of America, you can send it bank to bank, okay? So you first need to get sign up and get one of those accounts. The next step, what you need to do is you need to have an invoice. Now, personally, I like to use an invoice on, you can use apps and you have to get an invoice that you can use and you can save invoices on the app or in a folder on your computer. This, again, this is your business. So you can run your business the way you feel comfortable. There's several apps out there. I'm just using a general app or general invoice that I found online, okay? So what you're gonna do is we're gonna find the price. We're first going to find a good price in the back office on Evo Rewards Hotels only. A reminder, this does not have commission on it, okay? We are gonna go to the very scalding hot Las Vegas, Nevada at like 110 degrees. Let's go to Las Vegas. That's where I am, so I'm comfortable there. And then we're gonna choose, let's do September 2nd to the 9th. We're gonna do a full week. And we're gonna do 1 room, 2 guests. Go ahead and find hotels. This is really a great tool to use if your client really needs to save money and you need to make money up front, like immediately, okay? Okay, so we have Venetian and the Palazzo. We have it at 136 a night. So let's go ahead and select the Palazzo for 136 a night. Make sure that when you're comparing and you're getting a room for the client that you use the exact same room. So right now I'm going to use a luxury suite. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the out the door price, because almost all resorts have a resort fee. Now that's in Vegas. Different places in the world may not have a resort fee. You really have to look at the bottom or call the resort. So on the bottom it says 315 resort fee. So let's do some math. So we have 1,000, and you can do the math there yourself because I want you guys to practice, okay? 1,081 is the net rate, right? But at the hotel, they're gonna pay the 315, okay? That's called the resort fee. And they pay that when they check in, okay? And it says it there. And their credit card for the 1,081 is gonna be charged on July 18th. So when you make the invoice here, you wanna put everything very clear so that they understand what everything is, okay? So right here, you're gonna put your name. Mine's Nikki Lee Travel. Okay. You want to brand your company, so go ahead, put it there, okay? And then you are going to put, now, just so you know, there is an invoice in the back office that you're able to use, which is great. I recommend that one as well. Let me show you where that is. That's in the Travel Cafe under Forms. Here it is, Forms. And it is here. Archer Travel Invoice, okay? This is great because guess what? You have the credit card authorization form here too, okay? So Archer Travel Invoice. And you can use that one if you wish. I use it. That's the one that I use. I actually screenshot and put it on my phone, and then I use Adobe Sign and Fill so that I can do it right there and then. So then we're gonna put who this is to. This is John Doe. We can put the invoice number. Of course, you're gonna have it wherever you're at. Invoice date would be today's date, and then whenever it's due is today. And then the item is going to be a service, right? And then we are going to put a booking fee. You could put keywords like discounted, something like that, make it a little bit more attractive. And we're gonna go ahead and put $50 on there. And we're gonna put 1. And then here, what we're gonna do is we're going to put 1,081 is the total. $1,081. I think it was, you wanna put it exact, 51. 51. And then this is where you want to put Venetian room. Okay. Right. And then what we're going to do, make sure it's adding correctly here. What we're going to do is we're going to put all the details, you know, whatever it is. It's August 2nd to the 9th, 2019. King bed. And then down here, we're going to put 315. Do a resort fee, write it what it is, resort fee. Do direct to hotel upon check-in. Okay, so when you give them the quote, it's $1,131 plus at the hotel you will have to pay the $315 resort fee due directly to the hotel upon check-in, okay? There's a $50 fee. What is the $50? The $50 is for you. And the way to explain this to the client is, in order for me to get you a better rate, I would need a $50 deposit now, and then shortly after I'm going to charge $1,081. You can be honest like me and tell them if that's the discounted rate, I'm giving you my rate, and you can tell them I'm making $50. You can be blatantly honest with them. Or you can let them know that that's going toward the company. 50 is to the company, right? Which is you. And $1,081.51 is going directly to Venetian, because Venetian is not going to pay you commission. If you go directly to Venetian, you can make commission directly through them. If you go something like Expedia, then yes, you're going to get paid, but you're going to get a higher rate. So you can give that option to the client. If they don't want you to have $50, then you can let them know that they can book Expedia directly, and it's going to be $30 more. You know, people are just, everybody's different, okay? And we can't control what they want. You can give them the option, but usually even $5 is a savings, okay? So they're not gonna say no to saving money. You're getting them a net rate. This is really, really good, because they're not gonna get these rates. This is exclusive to Evolution Travel and Archer Travel Group, okay? So that's how you make an invoice. Now, the $50, what you're going to do is you're going to have your little square cash, and you're going to charge the credit card $50. Then the $1,081.51, you're going to come back over here, and you're going to put the traveler name, right? So it's John Doe. And you're going to put your phone number, right? You always want to have documents sent to you and text to you in case there was a teeny tiny small mistake that you saw. You can absolutely correct it first before it gets to the client, okay? If there's any special requests, such as wheelchair, something like that, and high floor, right? You may or may not get it, but it's great to just request it anyway. If they have it, I'm sure they'll give it to you. They're out to make you have a good time. And then you can go ahead and add new credit card. And from here, you will put all the client's credit card information, okay? And complete booking, and then you will get an itinerary, you'll get a confirmation, you'll get it emailed, you'll also see it on the screen. And what I like to do is immediately, I like to check it over and then forward it to the client, my invoice, which looks like that. You want to put everything on the invoice that they would need, everything pertaining to that check-in, check-out, and that hotel room, okay? Does everyone understand that, how to make instant commission? So try to remember this form. I'm going to go ahead and do it with something else, but before I do that, I want to go ahead and just, I like to have my chest out and know that I have the absolute best rate. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look up, can we book off hotels.com? Yeah, we can book off anything we want, right? We're travel agents. So what we're going to do is, this is what the general public would have access to. I want to access that. I want to see what the customer would look at. We're going to go to September. You always want to be in the, it's always about the customer, okay? It's never really about you. It's about what the customer wants and what they need, okay? If they're more about value and they just want to have a good time, then they're going to be open to your suggestion. But if they're about money and they're on a budget, then you're really going to have to look really carefully to get the absolute best rate for the client. The way that I'm going to explain this, let me get what the customer would find. And we can't assume that they're finding it. Typically when people call travel agents, they trust them, and the reason that they're asking you is because they don't have time to do it. They don't want to do it. Does that make sense? A lot of times you can't assume also that they want the absolute lowest price, because if you look at the absolute lowest price somewhere in Vegas, that's a hostel for $14 a night. Do I want to put someone in the absolute lowest price? Nah, probably not. I probably need to know my client a little bit better to make sure they're okay. I personally would sleep in a hostel. That's just me, but some people just wouldn't, okay? So what I personally do is I ask them, I get to know my client a little bit. What are you looking for? You know, are you looking for, have you been there before? Have you looked at prices? And if they've looked at prices, they're going to find something like this. This is the exact same days in a king suite. It's $1,408. Okay. So if you look at $1,408, that's the out the door price. And the out the door price over at the other one was $1,081. Okay, can we agree that's a pretty significant difference? I think that's roughly, if I do the math, it's probably around, it looks like it's about 300. Looks like it's 280, maybe somewhere around there. Let's say we were saving the client $280. What wording do you need other than right now you're going to pay $1,408? Actually, I'm sorry, $1,765 out the door. But remember the mandatory fees collected at property, we're going to say that separately. But this is $1,408. Okay, this is the price that they're going to see. So I'm going to let them know that, look, the price that you're finding is $1,408. I can get it for you for $1,081. The only way that I can do that is that if I have you deposit $50 to our company directly right now. When you do that, then the balance will be due of $1,081. There is no reason that someone would not do something like that. You could actually add $100 and they're still going to book because they just simply don't have the access that you do. You need to let them know that this is access that only you have. Okay. And I honestly, I would really love to hear, why a client wouldn't want to save $200 for you to also make $100. Okay. Unless it's family, sometimes they can be really odd, but it's okay. I mean, it is what it is, but I just don't know anyone that wouldn't want to save $200 or $300 just for you making. Me personally, I say this is access that I have because I am a travel agent. I'm going to make $100 off the booking. Sometimes they say, just take the $200. I'm going to spend $1,400 anyway. That's my experience. Sometimes my clients do say that. They say, oh man, just here, you're saving me $400. Just take $200 and I'll have $200 off. And I'm only trying to add $50 or $100. So that's the experience that I get. I have a lot of value for my client because I'm going to make sure that even if my client needs reservations or they need me to call a lift or something like that, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to go above and beyond. Even if I don't make any money for those extra things, I'm still going to do it to them. So now the value of me goes up because people really, next time they book with you, they know all the things that you went and did for them. Okay. It's like dying for your client. Okay. That's pretty much what I do. So is it safe to say that this is lower than what we have? We have 1,408 and this is 1,081. You can control how much commission you make, but that is the exact verbiage that you use. In order for me to get it $300 lower, I have to charge you $100 first and then the 1,080 because the 100 deposit goes to the company and the 1,080 goes directly to Tarico Holidays. And then $315 upon check-in. That's pretty much how I explain it. That's the way that I'm able to book every single day. I make commission every single day with my clients. I have a lot of value. I have a lower price, and you can do this pretty much the same exact way with everything that we have here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do one more with Evolution Perks. We're gonna go to Discount Directory. Something else that's totally exclusive to us that we have is discounts. No more clipping coupons, no more waiting for the coupons to come in the mail. They're all here in the back office. Now this I call a secret window. We're gonna go ahead and click on Get Deals, and we're gonna go right into theme parks, and we're gonna go to Knott's Berry Farm. Now for this one, I'm not gonna compare prices. I'm just gonna show you how to do the invoice, but it's the same exact technique, the exact same way that we did the last one. The only difference is it's Knott's Berry Farm. And let's say we have 4 clients. The normal price is $114. Our member price is $65. You do need the details though. You need all of the details, and all of the details were in the page before that. You have to make sure that you go all the way out to complete the order so that you get the taxes in there and everything. So right now we have a $273, which I already know it's about $350 to $360 if I were to do this on the normal price at the gate. So $273. So I could add $25 to this. So what I would do is go over here to my invoice, same way, $50. We have discounted booking fee. The service is the Knott's Berry Farm. And then we're going to put the price, whatever it is, $285, right? Let's just say that that's what it is. And then voila, you got $335. And normally they would come to you and say, you know what, and this is all the details, because there's a lot of details. You just copy and paste the details. And it's the same exact thing. So now you're collecting $50 and $285. So they come to you and say, you know what, do you have Knott's Berry Farm tickets? Because I'm finding it for about $350. Great. Awesome. You know what? I have it for $335. Okay. We're going to have to pay a booking fee for $50. And then following will be $285. In order to get you a lower rate, I'm going to have to do 2 different charges on your card. Is that okay? That's it. That's okay, right? We're saving money. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And now when you charge the $50, make sure that it's very professional, and you know, you're still representing a company, right? So that's upfront money. Okay, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. So right now what I'll do is I'll take some questions. Okay, on Evo Rewards, the client's credit card info, how do you handle people who would rather enter the info online themselves? I give them a jot form. I personally have a jot form. It looks very professional from me, from my company. It says Nikki Lee Travel. It has all the information. If they want to do it if they want to enter it themselves, it's going to come to me anyway. It's pretty silly how people want to enter it themselves, but it's coming to me anyway. You can do it that way, or you can send them a PayPal link and they can do it themselves. If you have a business account with PayPal, you can do the paypal.me/your PayPal name / and the amount of money that you need, $50, and you can send them that link and the link will come straight to you. Okay. Remember, there's fees along the way. So make sure that if you want to make $50, you might want to add 55, because there's fees with merchant accounts. There's 2.9% PayPal. You know, I don't know what yours is. Mine is 1.5. I've been doing business with them for 25 years. So you may have a business account. If you have a merchant account and you've never had any mistakes or chargebacks, you may have like a 1.2 or 1.5, something like that. I have a merchant account myself. Rental cars is the same exact way. I would point out how blunt and straightforward my invoice is compared to all the small print that's on the invoice. They did not, if they did it with me and service correct. So she's like blunt, straight to the point, just like me. Like, hold your posture and just let them know this is how it is. Where did you go to get tickets? That was in the back office. I got them in the back office in Evolution Perks Discount Directory. If you guys want to go back and do this over, I have an Evolution Travel Academy on YouTube. Go ahead and follow that, subscribe, like the videos. I also have a YouTube channel. It's Nikki Lee Travel Agent, and that's YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to that. Those are very valuable videos. Say they buy the event tickets and later change their minds. Are they refundable? No, they are not refundable. So you can charge $50 to $100 to get discounted rates. So you can charge you can charge $50 to $100 to go to yourself. We have discounted rates in the back office on these 3 links. Would you recommend using PayPal? If so, how would you send the split invoice? There's no split invoice, because when we have 2 separate charges, one invoice is going to the client from you, and the other one, there is no invoice. Okay, this is how it's done. Again, when you send the invoice, it's not a split invoice. Split invoice is 2 invoices for 2 separate things. You're only giving them the invoice that you created. Okay, that's the only physical thing that they're getting from you. Does that make sense to you? I meant the invoice with 2 charges. That's here. They pay the $50. If they want to enter it themselves, they can. But if they want a lower price, they cannot do this themselves. You have to take the credit card over the phone. I don't send an invoice. I send them a business link, paypal.me/ your company name / $50, 50, like that. The way that PayPal does it, you text that to them, they can click on it and they can pay the $50 right away. I'm going to show you guys here, paypal.me. You have to make sure your PayPal is set up this way though. Evo, Nikki Lee. You guys can go to this right now and look at it. Honestly, I have never, not one in 5,000 clients, ever had an issue with people not wanting to give me the credit card. I think a lot of it has to do with, you really have to get to know your client and let them know who you are and who you work for and what you do. Does that make sense? I think it has a lot to do with posture and, you know, make sure that your Facebook is set up very professional. Make sure it looks professional. Make sure I look at it and it has a picture of you. Make sure you've done social media training so that you know how to set up your Facebook. Make sure you're in Google. Make sure that you have social proofing, okay? Make sure that, you know, the way that you speak to them is very professional. And you know, there's so many clients, we got millions of people in the world, you know what I mean? If they feel uncomfortable, they feel uncomfortable. There's nothing you can do. The only other thing that you can do is you can call Carnival directly with your client on the phone and have Carnival on the phone with the client and have them pay Carnival directly. I mean, honestly, if a client told me that, I would say, okay, have a good day. Sorry, can't help you. I mean, I'm in business for myself, and TQ said it best, the client's trust and confidence in you. You know, the people that say that are usually your family members, which is hilarious because they've seen all the mistakes that you've made. They know all the things that you've done in the past. So those are the only people that I would think, but you legitimately own a business, okay? What if I don't have a PayPal account? You need to set one up. That's correct. Make sure you always use your email with suppliers, the traveler's name. Can we ask for a fee paid upfront before any actual services? I don't do that. That's weird to me. If any agent ever asks me that, you can, yes, and I know agents do it. It's everyone's style. It's what everyone does. They ask for, it's called a research fee. And that's because they do a lot of research for hours and hours for the client to go somewhere else and book. I feel that I've got myself so solid that I don't have to. They're definitely not going anywhere because I'll solve every problem that they have. And I'll make sure that they get what they came for. You can do this if you're going to do a lot of work, but make sure you're going to do the work to get them the absolute best services and best price. But yeah, you can say, you know, I charge a research fee. For me, it's just, if they don't pay the research fee, they're definitely not going with you, for sure. So they were just kind of barking up the wrong tree, if that makes sense. Okay, if you ask for, hey, you know, I need a $25 per person booking fee just to ensure that you are going to book with me, and they say, no, I'm not, then that just means that it wasn't secure from the start, which I feel like I don't have to do because I'm going to let the client know, look, I'm going to put a lot of work into this, and, you know, I just want to make sure that you're the decision maker, right? Those key questions. I want to make sure that you are the decision maker. And have you looked for this price somewhere before? Because you want to know what you're competing with. You want to absolutely get them the best deal. Have you looked for this? When did you look for this? Where did you find this? So when they give you a little bit of information, then you know where to go from there, okay? And when you start asking qualifying questions like that, then you hold posture, and then now they know that you know, they feel like you know what you're talking about for sure. Okay. The invoice process always confuses me with separating your charge with the clients. Marlene, if you don't get it, I really don't want you to make a mistake. You know, this is going to be a video. You can rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it, but I gave you pretty much the steps. I think mostly that you have a little bit of limited belief in yourself that you can do it. Don't be confused. It's super, super, super simple. Just rewatch the video, and I put the steps there, so you should be able to get it, okay? Just be confident. You've got this. Whatever you guys do, a 100% no-no can get you definitely suspended from the company. Is you never collect the full amount, the 1,080, and then pay the vendor and keep the rest. Just to make that 100% clear, okay? When setting up with PayPal, what do we put as the tax ID number? Whatever your tax ID number is. Everyone has a different tax ID. You can use your social security number as well. Where will we be able to rewatch this? I came in late. We will post it for you. Just look inside the Evolution Travel page. We're gonna move on.
Nikki, I do have a question if you can.
Okay, awesome. What's your question?
So my question is, in the back office, where the invoices are, it has a template and it has Archer Travel information in there. Where that Archer Travel, like location and all of that, would we change that to our information and just keep the logo?
I do. I keep it as Archer Travel. Remember, we still work under their license, so you can put your name with their address, and then, you know, everything there on out. I mean, we still, we don't work for them. We're independent contractors, but that we are using their license.
Okay. I just wanted to.
As long as you do everything correctly, because remember, you're a reflection upon the company. So make sure you're really, really careful. And if you're still confused, don't do it until you rewatch videos, or you make sure 100% that you do everything correctly, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome.